Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight, I am getting to one of your sponsored requests. This one comes to us from our friend Seriously 19961. Thank you so much for your request. Um, all of the Woodz videos that are going to be up this weekend, except for maybe one or two, are from Seriously One. So I hope you guys enjoy Woodz because it's other than the girl set video that came on earlier, today and tomorrow are like all Woodz. So this is Bloodline, and there's not a video for it. It's a lyric video that I found. And shout out to Shadow by Yoongi, the YouTube creator who made this. I will link that video or the link to this video in the description below so that you guys can check that out, give them support, subscribe to their channel, and also make sure that you check out some of their other content because they do lyric videos for a lot of artists. Uh, so, also mentioned this in my reaction video over on the main channel, but for some reason, the Shadow by Yoongi has their name at the bottom of the actual video on screen, but my OBS cuts it off for some reason. Not really sure why. But anyway, I don't normally do breakdowns for lyric videos, but this one, there's two reasons I'm doing it. One, it was a fun song, and because it was a sponsored request, I want to give it the attention it deserves. But two, the video is well done, and the lyrics are all contained on screen well enough that I don't have to have this separate page up. I do have it up just in case I want to like refer back to something, but in general, I feel like this video did a good job. So let's go take a look at Bloodline. Now, of course, again, we won't have anything to actually break down in the video because there is no video, so we'll only be talking about lyrics here. This opening rock already sets the tone. Like, first off, it's such a big departure from what he did with Cinema, which both of these are on the same album. But also, Woodz constantly impresses me with his versatility. But also it's not the same. So when I say this, some of you might not even know the song I'm talking about. And some of you might think it doesn't sound anything like it, but the opening line, the lyrics here, not the lyrics, sorry, the instrumentation sounds like a song from Three Doors Down called Put Me on a Train. Um, I don't know. Have any of you guys heard Three Doors Down? Like, put me on a train, mama. Like that's the opening line of the song. Anyway. Okay, so right here, some of y'all are too young to know what any of these are, and that's okay. That's why I make these videos. You know, I like to try to bridge the gap between young viewers and older viewers. I don't know why I said videos, to kind of help both sides understand some of the things they might not. So if you were born anytime after, I don't know, 1990, there's a good chance that at least some of these you have no idea what they are. Jolene is a song from Dolly Parton. It was actually a country song, but he's describing some of the classics here. He's describing his roots. You know, Jolene Evergreen, meaning like it's always a good song, basically. Summer of '69, that's Brian McAdams, I think it was his name, or is it Brian Adams? Okay, whatever. The point is, that's another classic. So yeah, that's all I've known. So maybe he's saying like he grew up with this stuff and he's surrounded by it. Crazy Train, that's Ozzy Osbourne. Purple Rain, that's Prince. Back in Black, AC/DC. Uh, Paradise, you know, talking about all of these things were like his paradise. Yeah, that's Good for My Soul. I don't know that it's specifically a reference to it, but there's a song from Bob Seger called Old Time Rock and Roll. And the chorus is basically like, still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. And like we're talking about that feeling here, like that reminiscing about the days of old. Uh, yeah, great songs, all of these. He's just making his own path here.
That's because
I've been baptized in that blood. It's in my blood.
I love the rock out here. Like, this is classic rock style. But when he's saying, I've been baptized in that good life, you know, he's talking about those classics and how he was essentially who he is as an artist was born from that. You know, if you're religious, especially if you're Christian, baptized means something a little different to you. But essentially, you know, under that philosophy, you're born twice. You're born once when you're physically born, and you're born again when you're baptized in the spirit. But baptized here is just being reborn or born as an artist. It's in my bloodline. He's basically saying it's in his genes, it's in his DNA. Like those sounds, those influences made him who he is.
Is that rebel metal? It's in my blood. Gasoline 6 trains from me something insane.
I love how it cuts out right there and actually lets the guitar, you know, play a riff. So gasoline 6 string, you know, we're just talking about burning it up on a guitar. You know, doing runs or, you know, shredding it, whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, blame it on the ones that are gone. So he's doing the little high growls that you would find in some of those older rock bands. I mean, I know he does them anyway, but like he's essentially showing you like that's where I got him. That's where I was influenced from. Living like it's ride or die. Kind of like all or nothing. But I think this is also a song reference. Oh, rock and roll from 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is another Dolly Parton song. Got me in the spotlight. Blame it on the ones that are gone. So most of those classics that he referenced are from artists that are like deceased by now. Dolly Parton's still around and she's a national treasure. But Ozzy just died. AC/DC's still going. I don't think Brian McAdams is alive anymore. Prince, I know, is gone. Point is, like, all of these classics, you know, most of them are either retired or dead. You know, he's like, blame who I am on where I came from. Right, it's not my fault, it's theirs. I love how he delivered that last word, walls. But so blame it on my bloodline. It ain't my fault. Now we're not just talking about his DNA and his genes. He's talking about his ancestors. Like, you know, blame it on my family tree, right? It ain't my fault. Blame it on a past life, which reinforces that blame it on my bloodline. But, you know, this idea that maybe who I was in the past maybe was a hard rocker for all we know. But But whoever I was, maybe that's, the reason. But whatever the reason, I'm here and this is who I am.
I've been baptized in that bloodline. It's in my bloodline.
This is such classic rock stuff, man.
It's that rebel metal. It's in my bloodline.
I love how he delivered Made of Metal that time, as opposed to some of the earlier deliveries, because this time he did like I wouldn't call it a scream, but it was approaching a scream, and it's something you would hear more often in metal delivery. So it was like a nod to that vocal style that is more common there. Oh yeah, I said it in the reaction. I'll say it again. That was fun. That was fun as hell. Um, like I said over there as well, I don't think my dad would like K-pop if he were still around, but I think he might have liked this song, or at the very least, he would have appreciated what it does. All right, guys, so that was Bloodline from Woodz, and it is on the full album that he just dropped called Archive 1. Make sure you guys check that album out, by the way. Obviously, we've already covered Cinema and Bloodline from it, but beyond just the two that we've done, if you're like me, you want more for your money, and it's a full album, right? But a lot of times when we get full albums in K-pop, it's like 10, 12, maybe 13 songs. This was 17 songs. So yeah, definitely check it out. I already ordered my copy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Once again, shout out to Shadow by Yoongi, my bad, for making these videos. And also, make sure you guys support Woodz. Check out the album, subscribe to his channels. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell to enable your notifications. And if you want to get a request done, there are two main ways to do that. You can either subscribe to Patreon at the gray tier or higher. Gray tier and above gets access to all the content that's over there, and they get guaranteed requests every month. Shout out to our gray tier and above subs. Thank you guys so much for your support. Or you can go the route that Seriously What did, and that is to use PayPal. You can find the link in the description below and instructions on how to use it. So feel free to take a look, and I will see you guys for the next one. Take care, everybody.